What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Mystics MMOs. I'm your host, Mystic Raven. So, we got to level 10. Now, from this point, it is very, 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 very important that I take advantage of my dailies, right? Because right now we have double XP, which is very important. And then on top of it, we really want to get, we get, you know, like transmutations, things like that. But we definitely want to take advantage of it. So depending where you're at, now I'm just breaking some stuff down really quick. So I have some bag space. I got quite a bit of stuff in here. He was my pack mule, so I do apologize. I just want to free up some space. Okay. As much as possible. Alright. I think that, I mean, there's a bunch of stuff on him. I'll have to go through it. But you want to get the Undaunted quest. Now, if you're in Deshaun, before you queue, don't do this before you queue. I do stress the fact that you want to take advantage of 3 things prior to queuing, just to get it out of the way so you don't forget. Okay, so one of the major things you want to do is find the Undaunted quest. And if you're in Deshaun, it's down at this location at the Fish Stink. They're always in starting locations, but you want to get that one of the Undaunted quest. Okay, very important. 2 more things I want to do prior to queue. I want to join the Fighters Guild, and I want to join the Mages Guild. Even if I don't level them, I want to unlock them, because later on it would just become more painstaking to have to endure. Now, once again, if you're in Deshaun or wherever, you want to look for the Fighters Guild in the starting location. And there's always somebody around here that you can join. Oh, I need to go to my faction, so to do that. And I'm AD, so I need to go back to Aradon, which is fine. So I'm going to, if I'm AD, I want to go to Aradon. You want to go to your faction area. That's just fine. I know where it's at. So I'm going to take the Way Shrine. I'm going to go grab the Fighters and the Mage Guild. Very important, because later on, if you want to slot something, you want to, you know, level that up and get it, you know, taken care of. So I'm going to go ahead, go to the Way Shrine, go to the Fighters Guild, Mages Guild, get that. Pick up Sky Shards along the way. That's important too. That's a, you know, pretty fundamental element into this game. You will eat skill points up alive. And yes, everything is tedious. I'm aware of it. It is what it is. So when I open up the map, 2 icons I want to take a look at is this icon that says the Mages Guild, and a sword which says the Fighters Guild. Okay, so we're going to go down there and get her unlocked.
Your own homeland.
The Mages Guild should be on the way. That's the bank. Mages Guild's right there. Off to my right. So we're going to hit that first. Mages Guild, you collect books, get Mages Guild passives, then you go to Somerset for Sijic. You have to complete the first line to get that done. You'll see the icon. The Mages Guild, let's talk about it. What do I get in return? I'm ready. Yes, I'm in the Mages Guild now. Skill line's unlocked. So now I'm going to go up to the Fighters Guild. Now, as cute as a tank, my taunt was very important, so I wanted to grab that.
Did you come here for crafting certification?
Welcome to
The guild? Really? What do I get in return? I'm ready to join. Of course. Bingo, baby. Okay, so now we have these unlocked. Okay. So we now have the Fighters Guild unlocked, and we have the Mages Guild. Okay. Now we're ready to take advantage of our dailies. Yes. Now, I want to do the random daily, right? Random dungeon. That is, and I am a tank, so I'm going to queue as a tank, and we're good to go. Now, some of the things that I stress, if you want to level faster, even if you're going to be DPS, I do recommend, if you're going to be a Stamp Tune, level as a tank. Do it. trust me. You know, don't be a fake tank. You know, get a sword and board, and whatever. You can even back borrow your main weapon as you're leveling, but just get a taunt and put on heavy. Use even a DPS crafted set, but put it in heavy. Even mix it up: 3 medium, 3 heavy, 2, 1 light. If you're going to be a mag user, level as a healer, you'll get faster queue times. As you're leveling in faster queue times, you get more opportunity to do what? Now, there's a chance that I don't get the quest because I'm doing a random, but I can queue in faster because of the role. I'm not trying to fake anything. I'm just, getting the level. I don't have to worry about getting booted. None of that. I need to go to Fungal Grotto, but the random, I could get any of the 3 starting dungeons. Well, that's fine. At least I got my bonus XP. That's what I want to take advantage of. I really, 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 really want that bonus XP and that premium undone exploration supplies. That's very important. Same thing with PvP. I want to get that bonus XP. So those are 2 dailies, even at a low level, that I can maximize XP gain. And I didn't get the daily, but now after I'm done with this, I can queue into Fungal. Or I can take the PvP. It's kind of good stuff, man. I'm just giving you guys my, secrets to my trade. Now I'm also going to get this quest.
Wait, who's that? You're not.
And now I'm sitting at 43 health. Nobody's even questioning whether I'm a tank, because I am a tank. But I got DPS sets on. Okay, good day to level. I want to make sure everybody's behind me. Everybody's kind of doing their thing. The healer's not, but oh well. Get in the habit of hitting those light attacks before or after each ability. You want to keep resources pretty reserved. And I'm going to get into the PvP stuff next. Bump it.
It's a nasty beast. This way, squad. Keep moving.
sure to do heavy attacks between the blocks. Nope, that's that one. I think I'm stuck.
Kill them all. No mercy. Misery all around. This pleases me.
Light it up! And this war?
Bring them before her.
I was about to say, where did the boss go?
Whisperer's command, we shall obey. Burn it! Heal me!
Very important, every dungeon has a Mage's Guild book. Maybe even two sometimes. Usually one. Except DLCs. But base game, yes.
Come to me. Into
My main thing is always grab the boss first, then start haunting everything else. But I want to be aware that the boss is behind me. Once again, this is why training gear is very detrimental in the beginning. You really don't want to be having to level stuff at a disadvantage in the beginning, later on in the game.
For the Whisperer!
Now, actually, I do want to get kind of get hit here with some ranged abilities. Now, if you want a range pull, you know, you can go with like maybe a range or something. Grab some initial aggro. It helps. You know, like soft pull. Trying to pull her out. Now as a tank, I usually block through this stuff. Shield up, block, whatever you want to do. DPS, I get the hell out of the way. Now, also as a tank, reducing that damage is important. There's different ways to do that as well. Now we completed the daily, we leveled up. We may level up again by turning in the quest. And we leveled up again. And then we want to go ahead and leave. And then we started at the beginning as a level 10. And now we're at level 14. Bingo, baby. Take advantage of it. Seriously, guys. I cannot stress enough, if you're leveling in the beginning, take advantage of these hints, man. I'm telling you. It'll save you a lot of time, a lot of heartache, and you'll get through faster. Now, if you're a new player, now see, I got my weapon swap. Good stuff. Now, I can do what? Back bar. Now, as a tank, you can always respec. You'll get respec scrolls. So try not to overthink something. But I'm a tank. But once again, I know I'm going to be leveling some stuff. So I'll go ahead and scale everything kind of evenly in the beginning as I'm going through. If you're DPS, obviously you want to focus more on your DPS. If you're mag, you know, your main stat pool, which you typically want to be whatever. But now as with my first bar swap, I can grab out my frost staff.
Speaker.
It won't level until one more, but which is close. It's close. Okay. Now I can go ahead, add into my additional toughness, and I got skills. I know I'm going to be back barring. So if, for example, if I want to reduce further damage for them, I can apply the minor maim that reduces damage, right, that the boss is going to do. So that's a really good effect as well. I want to also make sure that I'm taking advantage of the morphs for my abilities. Gain an AoE bash, gain an aura that drains nearby enemies of their health. As a tank, I really like the Ravenous Goliath in the multiple, even PvP. This is just a really good, you know, strong ability. We also now get the Bitter Harvest, you know, for the Bone Tyrant. We do want to eventually unlock the passives as well. I always focus skill first, then passive secondary, and I want to make sure that I keep at least an ability slotted, you know, as frequently as possible. That's also important as well. So grant resistance to the target equal to half the amount healed. Repair damaged flesh, healing you or an ally, but you get minor defiled. That's not very good. You know, I just like to slot certain abilities just for leveling. It's kind of a little scary though. We can do the reanimation. That's also good for a tank. So let's say I don't want to use the Goliath and I wanted to have the reanimation just in case, I could do that as well. So where I would have the Goliath, and I say, okay, wait a minute. You know, I need to get down to the bone totem, but I need to make sure I have X amount of abilities slotted. I can go ahead and say, okay, wait a minute. I'm going to take out the bitter harvest. I'm going to replace it with the red flesh for now. Whatever. I want to make sure that I have at least one living flesh in there to level. I have the expunge, right? Embrace, while slotted, reduces the cost. Expunge and modify, you restore magic and stamina for each negative effect removed. This to me is really good with the cost of the health. Also, you can get hexproof, increases the amount of negative effects removed. You can go with 4. I like the recovery, so I can go with the expunge and modify, and then I can do the reanimation and say, you know what, I'll put on the reanimation. I've got 2 abilities from there. I've got Bone Tyrant. I've got 2 abilities from there, and then the Grave Lord. I don't have any, but I need one. So let's say I wanted to go with the Blast Bones, because the Bitter Harvest is okay, but whatever. So I want one of each. I want one ability of each. That's important from every tree. So I say, okay, I want the Scythe for the self-heals. I want the Blast Bone because I can use that as a range pull with an AoE effect. I can go with the Beckoning Armor. That's going to give me my major resistance. I got a cleanse, and now I have an animation. So that's all kind of important stuff. Now we can go ahead and, you know, morph the Blast Bones. Skeleton deals more damage, converts into a stamina, dealing disease. Disease is a debuff, major defile. So that's kind of interesting. We're not going to utilize it as a tank, but you know, whatever. We can deal more damage, whatever. I'm not worried about the morph. I just need ability slotted. I want to get, one of the major things I want to get are effects that are going to be more beneficial for my group. That's what I'm always looking for as a tank. So, and then the most important thing is your heavy armor passive as a tank, right? You really want to hone in on this, and your block mitigation from your sword and board passives, right? That is insanely important. I always stay away from the damaging modifiers, but the damage amount I can block, that's detrimental for me. So, you know, as I'm leveling up, I can't, you know, I don't have access to everything. So I want to take the necessities first, get more skill points, acquire that. Now I need to go ahead and do what? I still need to do Fungal Grotto, right? Because that's, I didn't get my Undaunted quest done. Well, I'm a tank, right? The nice thing about being a tank is I get faster queue times. So I can literally queue as a tank, and then more than likely, I'm always check my inventory too, check the food buffs and everything else. I don't have a lot of spaces, but you know, I can go ahead and break some stuff down while I'm waiting in queue. Shouldn't take that long.
If you're working,
We can sell anything that's ornate and trash. Learn recipes, whatever you need to do. And some of the gear that we've looted in the dungeon, that'll go towards your sticker book. And you can redo those later on, so you don't have to focus in on having unnecessary gear that you're going to outlevel anyways. Then the woodworking station's over here by the guild hall. Now we freed up some bag space.
Do you know how long I've been looking for you?
And by the end of the day, I'll probably be around between level 30 something, level 40, and I'll have them done in 2 days. And then, you know, I can gear them out, quest them, set them up DPS sets, maybe do some stuff, whatever you want to do. But definitely take advantage of this. And also, very important notification, you want to go ahead, even if you don't plan on PvPing even if you're not going to PvP, you want to get that Battleground daily out of the way. You want to get into Battlegrounds. Don't take them into Cyrodiil. It's long, it's gruesome, it's horrible. But I want to get to a PvP 4 so I can get my Warhorn on the Assault Tree. Okay? So, with that being said, I'm going to let you guys go. Just some tips. And trust me, you're going to level fast. I promise. As always, I'm Mr. Craven. This is Mystics MMOs. Have a nice day.